To be using oil pastel on black paper. And we are ready for this because you guys have done extensive work in color and color theory, so you know how to make colors. And you've also worked on composition. You worked on getting things on the page because when you did your linear perspective, didn't I tell you to fill the page? And you guys did a great job of putting your room or your house and filling the page and making it interesting, okay? So we're gonna work on composition and color. You're gonna be working on black paper. So you're getting a piece of paper this size. And if you look, this is what I am drawing. I am drawing a flying dinosaur. Can you see it? Can you see my drawing from there? Okay. This is the method that you're gonna be using. I'm gonna talk to you a little bit about this in a minute. So for your subject matter, for your oil pastel on black paper, I'm leaving it wide open, but I'm still confining it a little bit. So you can choose anything that lives in the water or anything that's in the air at all. So in the air, that would include anything. Like I'm doing a flying dinosaur, and I can't even say its name. It starts with a C. I don't even know if it's real. It doesn't matter. Okay. What else? What other kinds of things fly in the air?
Birds.
Birds.
Planes. What?
I didn't consider planes.
Is that a thing? It's in the air.
Good. I'm glad you said that. Okay. Anything that's alive. Okay. Let's do living things. Let's not do inanimate things. What else is in the air?
Butterflies.
Butterflies? Let's stay away from clouds because you guys have been drawing clouds ever since you've been in kindergarten. Does that make sense? Okay. Do dragons fly in the air?
Yeah.
Okay. Do gargoyles fly in the air?
Yeah.
Okay. Anything that flies in the air. What's in the sea? What's in the ocean?
Dolphins.
Sharks. Dolphins. Sharks.
Megalodon.
Fish. Megalodon. Huh? Jellyfish. Octopus.
Yeah.
Kraken. A siren or a mermaid. Anything, whether it's mythical or real that lives in the water or lives in the air. I want you to be interesting about it. I want you to have fun with it. You can go more basic, and you might have a favorite bird, and I'm okay with that. But I want you to fill the page. So I want you to look at some examples. I just went to Google Pages just to give you some examples. So here is just underwater life, okay? This is pretty happy and bright and whatever, you know. And we can also go to sea creatures. We get a little bit more ominous here. So we have some things that you probably haven't seen. Like this one, the anglerfish. He's one of my favorites. I did a painting of 3 of those ones. And so there's just odd things that you might find under the water. And some of you might really enjoy like coral and the living things that are on the bottom of the ocean, and that's cool too. I want you to do something you like. And then maybe you love birds. Maybe you want to do a bird. That's fine. And then I have flying creatures. So this really opens it up, and you can do anything that you would like to do, okay? So what you're going to do is you're going to pick your creature. And if you need help, like to print it out, otherwise you can work on your phone or whatever. You are going to, I believe this is 12 by 18. I could be wrong. So you're gonna sketch this out using a light colored pencil. You're gonna sketch it out. Now, do you guys remember gesture drawing? Do you remember when we drew the human figure? Okay, that's how I did this. I've never drawn this before. I didn't know how to draw this. Sometimes people think that art teachers know how to draw everything, but I'm drawing something totally new. So I took this paper. So this is the drawing that I had, and that's just the start of it. I took this paper and I figured out where the head was. Then I figured out where the body was and the tail. And then I had the arm come down. And then I started doing the legs and figure out where I'm going to place the legs and then the wing. So this is how I started that. How long did that take me?
A few seconds.
That was quick, right? This is something I've never drawn before, so I used the theory of gesture drawing to figure out how to fit it on the page. And then I took this drawing and then I started doing details. It makes your life much easier. When you do your drawing, everything that you've learned, come back to it. I don't want you to start drawing the head and get this beautiful head and then realize that you don't have room to fit everything on the page. Or you're only gonna fill like this much of the page. So use the idea of gesture drawing to make sure that things are gonna work, okay? So make your life easier by doing this. And then once you get to this step, once the first person gets to this step, I'm gonna go ahead and show you how to use oil pastel. So it's a different thing, and so can you see that using light oil pastels is gonna be really important because we're gonna use the paper as your blackest black. We're gonna make life a lot easier, and I'll show you how to do that. All right? So keep on working. I would like to get the letter A's painted, get everything painted so that we can shift gears, and we're just gonna be working with 2D materials from here on out till the end of the year. We're gonna keep it neat for the end of the year, and we're just gonna start cleaning things up, and you can start taking things home. Okay? You guys have questions about that? Okay, we're just gonna do fun drawings for the rest of school. Yay?
Yay.
Okay, go team.
Go team.
Go team.